how you are going to enlighten us on the religious test which the CAA has brought in. The floor is yours.
So that's why no one can idea about the, not only for the lawman, including layman is also not there. This is the right of vote. Vote is also given only particularly on the basis of the citizenship, at the basis of the identification of the citizen in India only. Otherwise, we are not providing the votes to any other country people. That is the difference between the citizen and the other nation. And next one is the right to contest to election. This is the best example for understanding of the other nation and other nations. Why? Because, for example, if you are a citizen of India, you have only right to contest the Indian politics or Indian constitutional posts are also. Maybe it is also possibility in the only basic upon the as a citizen of India. That is the importance of citizenship. Okay, and how it is possible we will also discuss that. And for example, is there any constitutional court, for example, Judge of High Court, Judge of Supreme Courts, Vice President of India and President of India, it is only possible for the Indian citizens only. It's not possible to be any other citizens. That is the main concept here. And for example, it's only, but it's different to the other country. For example, in Britain, they also provide this type of provision to the, if you are reside there at least 5 years or above 5 years, there is a provision to elect. There is a provision to elect as a Prime Minister of Britain, Prime Minister of President of USA, etc. For example, Rishi Sunak is an Indian origin people, Indian origin, and Narayan Murthy is Narayan Murthy son-in-law is Rishi Sunak. He was elected as a Prime Minister of Britain, particularly Prime Minister of Britain. Basically, he is also an origin of, he is born in Lahore, but anywhere in India, he is also elected as a Prime Minister in Britain. But it's not possible in an Indian country. That's just the difference between the how we are provide the constitutional rights. And most of the Supreme Court judges and higher judiciary is also appointed in USA by the Indian citizens. But it's not possible in our India. There's a difference between that aspect of contesting of the election in anywhere in other country, but it is not possible. That is the restriction, that is the importance of the citizen. And it is also constitutional court that already said that if you are a citizen of India, then only they are only the occupy the constitutional, for example, president, vice president, speaker, prime minister, and another person. And I also explain about this is the one of the hurdle for the Sonia Gandhi. She is born at Italy. She wanted to participate, she wanted elected as a prime minister during the tenure of the election. But she is not elected by the Indian member of assembly, member of parliament. Why? Because she's original aspect is in Italy. So that's why our Indian people and Indian politicians are opposed to that person. Particularly Sonia Gandhi opposed by the elected as a prime minister. At the time she suggested the Manmohan Singh. That is the best example for the differences in constitution, how occupied by the people. So, and another one is that if you are a citizen, you will also there is a social security, there is a right to health care, and other rights are also available only for the citizen of India, not for other people. Permanent residency and own land is also purchased if you are citizen. Otherwise, even though if you are purchased the land, that is problematic. So, for example, in Jammu and Kashmir, we have not purchased any land in Jammu and Kashmir before this amendment 370. So that is the best example. And later, what is the citizenship? Just I explained in 2 minutes about the historical background of the citizenship. There is no any citizenship idea before that particular 1947. After 47, we have idea about the citizenship. But in olden days, Roman legends they are discussed who are the citizens, who are not the citizens of a particular city. They are called as city in Roman legends particularly. But we are called as a country state. But there is a city. There is no any. So particular they are treated about the first time they are treated in the citizenship in the Greek Roman Eden states. And they also provide high priority for the citizens who are enjoyed all rights. So if you are a citizen of particular state or particular country, you enjoy the political and civil rights. Political and civil rights. But it is not possible to the foreigners or aliens or other than the non-citizens of any country. It's only for the who born in that country, they are enjoyed all the rights from that. In the olden days, there is also provide any citizenship for particularly women and manual works and slaves children. Why? Because they are not used anything. They are the only third persons. They are not the citizens of particular country. And later they are also there who pay the income tax. They are treated as the citizens. Who pay the income tax to the government, they are treated as only citizens. That is the some of the historical background according to the concept of the ancient aspect. So there is a lot of people are also provide these different definitions, but particularly we also observed. In first time there is a law is also discussed in the Roman agents only. Roman agents only. Thrasymachus is one of the most popular jurists in Rome and Greek. They are discussed about what is the law, what is the citizenship, and what is the rights and duties of the citizens in that particular state. And the positions are also given in the ancient time in Rome only. And there also there is a bundle of rights. Citizenship means there is a rights of responsibilities, toward the citizen, and he is also enjoyed not only civil rights, he is also enjoyed the political rights as per the definition by so many persons like Aristotle. He also said the citizen is the provision of rights of the bundle of rights. Citizenship is described as a bundle of rights. What is the methods to acquire the citizenship in the olden days? In the olden days, there is acquired the citizenship in two modes. One is the just solely, and another one is the just sangi. Just solely means if you are born in that place, soil. If you are born in that place, they are called the citizen of that place. The citizen of that place particularly. And just sangi means already also there is only applicable for the only citizens. And another one there is a name. Just so natural, this is treated as a natural citizenship. That is the name by soil. In our Indian country, there is also provide for particular priority for the who born in the state. If you observe that in the Maharashtra, they are not entertaining any other people employment in that Maharashtra. Okay, if you are that only for the who are born in the Maharashtra, they are eligible for any employment particularly. I also observed the concept and examples of that Maharashtra. It was introduced by during the tenure of the Shiva Sena. The Bal Thackeray introduced if you are entering into the Maharashtra, if you are born, any ancient people are also there, then only they enter. That is the example for India. It was just solely. And I also discussed the table of this citizenship, natural citizenship and naturalized citizenship, and just sanguis and just solis. And the just soul is a land who born in that place, then they are automatically provide the citizenship by birth. There is no any consent of other thing. If you are born in that any place, that's automatically. It also came from the ancient period. And present in Tamil Nadu, if you observe that if you know the Tamil language, then only they are entertaining the people of particular state. For example, and at the time of the next one is the just solely. Just is over. Just sangi. If you are born for that blood relations, they are provided the citizenship by the blood relations only. If at the time of the born that person anywhere, if the parents are stayed in India, the parents are the origin from the India, then only we are provided the citizenship by virtue of the just sangi. If anywhere there is a born, it is also applicable to the Germany, Norway, Italy, Sweden, and our people are also applicable to the same system and the same procedure. and mixed principle. Mixed principle means either the place or blood relations. Then only they also provide the citizenship, particularly the people. And if either one of the parents belongs to our country, then we will provide the mixed principle. That is the citizenship, particularly the people. This was followed by particularly in Britain, France, and United States. So these are only Jassori and Jassangi. This was newly introduced mixed principle of the citizenship particularly. And another one is how to acquisition. So there is a mode for the how to acquisition of the this citizenship. There is 5 modes are there particularly. That is by birth. By birth, if you are born in any place, they are automatically provide the citizenship by birth, by descent, by registration, by naturalization, and by incorporation of territory. So there is different people are also staying in India. That is, for example, how we are providing citizenship by the way of 4 versions. That is one is the citizenship by birth. If a person born during the tenure of there is no particular law in the 1947 before for the particularly citizenship at the time of that deviation, the time of the independence, there is a deviation between the Pakistan and us. Then there is there is no any particular law. That's why we are not entertaining anything. Up to 1950, there is no any particular about the citizenship. We are following only practical version. At the time of they are also put one until that is if a person born 26th January 1950 to 1997. These are there is no irrespective of their nation, irrespective of their any relation, they are provide the citizenship in India. For our kind information, most of them are also used for this understanding of this 1950 to 1987. Before 1987, every date of birth is registered only manual. Before 1987, most of the Supreme Court judges and High Court judges have misled this date of birth provision, and they also changed this provisions, and they also occupied the higher position based upon that. Why? Because it's only manual. It is also manipulated by them. At the time of that. So, and after 1987, before 1987, there is no any registration, the date of birth. So every High Court judge or Supreme Court manually they are also misled and manipulate the date of birth particularly. For example, 1987 afterward, every date of birth, even though if you are born in outside area, wherever in home or hospital, or it's registered. If you went to any municipal office, they also declare you are born on so and so date and so place. So that is an example. That's why they put that July 1st, 1987. Afterwards, every date of birth is recorded as a computerized. Okay. As next one is after 1987, they also put in one hurdle. At least either of the one parent belongs to the India, then only they are provided citizenship for. And next one after that 2024, both of them are Indian people, but they are not treated as an illegal migrant. Why we are using this? Most of them are also married. If they are studying at Andhra University, after completion of their course, they are also married in Andhra girl. They are also treated as a citizen of here, Andhra Indian citizenship. They are so occupied. Basic upon themselves. If you are any person stayed at least 7 years, automatically we are provided if that person is a legal person. If you are a person with a legal document, with a passport, then only we are identified that person is a citizen after through registration. This is another class. And next one. So there is different cases are also there, particularly state of Bihar versus Kumar Amar Singh case, and they are born in a territory and lawfully wedded Indian citizen, but she went always to the Pakistan and visit the Pakistan. There is no show any cause why she went to the Pakistan, why come back to the India. There is no show any particular proof particular reason. That's why they are not provided the citizenship for particular case. State of Bihar versus Kumar Amar Singh in 1955. And another case is also very interesting case. Bhanurao Khan versus Union of India. It is a case relating to 1952. So many years are also pending before the court of law. She stayed in a long living in India. So her name is also entered into the voter list, and she is also she is also approached for the government to provide the citizenship of India, but Indian government never provide citizenship, particularly in the case Bhanurao case is the example for the identification of the citizenship. And another case is a Louis D case and Union of India. In this case, five families came from the Brazil and are also stayed in India. After completion of the 5 years, they appealed for the citizenship, but they came from the other nation, Brazil to India, for the purpose of the missionary preaching, Christian missionary preaching in the India. Only for that purpose, after the completion of the 5 years, they asked for the Indian citizenship. But they are not interested to stay in the India, but they asked the citizenship. Automatically Indian government reject to provide the citizenship in that aspect. So it is an example for that. Another case is also there, that is a Kiran Kumar Gupta versus Union of India. Maybe Union of India or the state of Rajasthan. I think it's difficult to in that case, she is also came from the Nepal and stayed, and she is also married the Rajasthan girl, and later she is also entered their name in the voter list. She is also occupied the 2020 case. She is also entered into the Aadhaar card, and she is also purchased the land in the Rajasthan, and it is also occupied what you call which card is also there particularly. Ration card and other card, PAN card, and later she is also identified. She is also interested to participate in local politics. So after the winning of that case, the court objected. You are not belong to the Indian citizen. The other party filed a case before the court of law. You are not an Indian citizen. You are belongs to the Nepali. So that's why this election is not entertained. It is not entertained. It's fully wrong and unconstitutional as per the Constitution of India. So that's why there was another example. Citizenship by descent already were also discussed in the first version. If Anna before the 10th December 1992 is becoming one of the fathers belongs to the India, or any ancestral people or forefathers or fathers are belongs to India, then we will also provide the Indian citizenship particularly as per this citizenship by descent. And it is also after that 3rd December 2025 onwards, if you are born anywhere, if the father or forefathers are staying in India, even though your birth is also registered at ambassador or consular of diplomatic office, then only we are also entertaining the citizenship by the descent. This is an example for the citizenship by registration. If the above two process is not possible, then that person approach the registration process. The above is by birth, by descent is by naturalization of citizenship. Is a naturalization citizenship. And next and third one is a citizenship by registration. If that is not possible in the above two things, then we will also approach this registration by citizenship by registration. For example, if you understand this citizenship, Shashi Tharoor is one of the most popular MP from Kerala. He born in India, but he stayed at foreign country, US maybe, I don't know, US, but the person is after 30 years, not for 1 or 2 years, after 30 years came to Kerala, he is also interested to participate in politics, but he is also applied for the Indian government. Then if you are stay at least after staying 7 years, and at least 11 months if you are staying in India, particularly for concerned state, then only we are provided 7 years and extra 11 years, then only we are provided the citizenship of concerned state or country. Then he is a popular MP. Shashi Tharoor is a foreign minister, later he is also elected or selected, whatever it is, that is Shashi Tharoor. Okay, and another example for the local example, you are also aware about the what you call Dabbupati Purandeswari. The Dabbupati Purandeswari son is also born in India, but he survived in USA. USA survived on whatever survived on what employment purpose. He went to the USA and came back after 15 years. The woman is MP. Okay, and that person name is Chenchu Ramaya. The grandfather name Chenchu Ramaya. He stayed at 15 years in USA. Later he came back to the India, particularly Pachuru, Bapatla district, Pachuru, and he also wanted to participate in the local election as an MLA instead of their father and mother. But the government rejected. Why? Because after you reach to the India, at least 11 months stay here. 11 months stay here. Then only we are providing citizenship and citizenship card. That is the main concept for this registration of the citizenship. Through naturalization. Through naturalization is anyone can apply for this through naturalization. If you are born anywhere through naturalization, then there are through naturalization, we apply for this naturalization. For example, Sonia Gandhi applied for this naturalization citizenship. She born at Italy and she also stayed here after the marriage of with Rajiv Gandhi. She applied for the citizenship, but she renounced the citizenship at Italy. Then only we provide the citizenship. Then they provide the citizenship by the naturalization. Through this naturalization, we also provide the citizenship for the basis of the peace, literacy, philosophy experts, for example, Mother Teresa and Amartya Sen will also provide that type of citizenship for particular that persons by through naturalization, by incorporation. If you are staying in any person in the border area, then after the completion of the stipulated time, will also provide the citizenship, particularly the people and who are the expertise in that literacy, world, peace, and philosophy, science. Then that is also provided by incorporation. And another citizenship is also there. There is an academic citizenship. You know, academic citizenship, there is no discussion here in academic citizenship. If you are investing any amount, large amount in Britain, USA, then they are also provide the citizenship for particularly that person. For example, Malana. Malana means Malya. Malyadri. Kingfisher. He was rejected by the Indian government and he is occupied and went to the Britain. Then there is also invested some amount in the Britain government. Then they are providing citizenship at the Britain.
The banks, sir. Issue with the banks, and after that, yellow put to the Britain.
Okay. Okay, he visited the banks, that's why he left the Indian government and he settled at the US. Still, the Britain government is whatever it's that's government and boyfriend. So, then they provide, like in this version under Adani. Adani is also same, they are also settled in other countries. So there is a constitutional provisions are also there, particularly section Article 5 to 11 discuss about the citizenship aspect. That the Article 5 discuss about the citizenship. At the time of the Constitution, there is no any idea about the citizenship of Indian people. So that's what is the procedure, what is the maintenance at the time. There are also commencement of at the time of the Constitution. And 6, if you came from migrated to the India from Pakistan, what type of rules and regulations followed by the citizens, that is also mentioned. That is example for the Banura Khan and other cases are also the example for that. Rights of the citizens of certain migrants to the Pakistan, from India to the Pakistan, then only there are also some restrictions are also provided by the Article 7. And next, what is the procedure for the certain persons of all in India, outside India? Some of the people are also stayed outside India, but they are also forefathers, fathers or grandfathers are there. So that's the article is also mentioned in 8. And according to this section, voluntarily, if you are staying in other country, after the 7 years, it automatically renounce the country's citizenship here. So continuance of the rights. What is the continuance right? Particularly provided by the Constitution that was mentioned in the Article 10, and 11 is the most important for the all articles of the citizenship. Particularly that is 11. Parliament regulate the right of citizenship. Basic upon this article, the government, the BJP government enacted the 2019 Amendment Act, CAA is a discussable article. Okay, that's next. This is the proper understanding how I explained before that. That is the main thing. And how to acquire the citizenship, simply version, that is by birth, by descent, by registration, by naturalization, by incorporation of territory. And last one under CAA, also we are providing the citizenship as per the CAA 2019, most discussable concept in India till now. Okay, how to renounce the citizenship and how to terminate the citizenship and how to deprivation of the citizenship as per the three modes are there. That is, one is the renunciation of citizenship, and another one is the termination of the citizenship, and another one the deprivation of the citizenship. What is that meaning? That the renunciation, if you are in a citizenship at the minor age or child, then if you are attained the full age, then you will also renounce the citizenship of India or any country after attain of 18 years only. And termination it is the citizenship voluntarily acquire the citizenship of another country, automatically terminated by the Indian country termination. Termination by this one, and deprivation, it is also discussed one. If you are involved in any criminal cases after attaining of the citizenship of India, if you are involved in any terrorist activities, if you are supported or if you are supported or reported anything from India to the other country, that is also terminated from the Indian country. And you are disloyalty with the Indian Constitution, that is also one of the example for the termination, particular deprivation of the citizenship under section of the Citizenship Act 1955. Okay, and another one is if you are an ordinary resident outside India at least 7 years, 7 years is applicable to the another family law also. If you are in a without any consent, without any relation with their husband, the same is of 7 years is also applicable to the same Indian citizenship also. And by the amendments, how many amendments are there? Particularly there is 6 amendments for Citizenship Act till now 2019. But the Amendment Act is during the tenure of the Corona, no one can ever about that Citizenship Amendment 2019. But it is enforced from the July 1st, 2024. July 1st, 2024 enforcement date of citizenship. But they are enacted in 2019 during the Corona. We are not aware about that act. But the enforcement during the tenure of the 2024 July 1st, I think that is the mode. And in 1986 first amendment, citizenship by birth. What is the rules and regulations apply for that? If you are born anywhere, particularly one parent belongs to the India, then only that people are also came from the Myanmar to the Manipur. They also came from Manipur to Myanmar. There is a hill like our DSNLU hill. There is one hill is also there to Myanmar to Manipur. So automatically they came down to Myanmar to Manipur. Automatically they are also acquired the citizenship after the completion of the 7 years. That is not treated as a citizenship. After the completion of 7 years, automatically they also fight for rights. Fight for right. Why? Because they are staying 7 years in India. But there is no any document with you. It is illegal migrant. They are treated as an illegal migrant. Illegal migrants. So that's treated as an illegal migrants. That's particularly Bangladesh. So many people are also came from Bangladesh also. And 2000 amendment is belongs to the OCI card holders or OCI. All overseas citizenship of India card, they also provide the how they are registered particularly. They also mentioned what is the rules and regulations provided by the 2005 and 2015 amendment. It is a registration citizenship by naturalization. In before that there is a condition. So after that there is also a renounce this citizenship by the naturalization. There is also clarification between the before and the 2015. And most important discussion here, that is in 2019 Amendment Act. The government either believe or whatever it in their consent, their main object is our people that who are the mentioning that Hindu, Sikh, Buddhist, Christian, Parsi and Jain community peoples are the minority peoples in other nations, particularly Bangladesh, Pakistan and Afghanistan. That's why they are provide the citizenship of India, the basic of in this version, up to the who are came from the date of the December 14, 2014. There is an identification dates are also there, particularly Then after that there is no possibility to provide the citizenship, and there is also reduce the, so particularly there also liberalization, particularly foreign rules and regulations as per the exempted from the Foreign Act 1946 and 2019-20 Foreigners Carry Act. These are the exemption for those people who are came from the India, from the other 3 nations. So that is December 31, 2014. And citizenship by natural registration or naturalization is also reduced up to the 11 years to the 5 years. 11 years to the 5. Before that there is an 11 years at least if you are staying here. After that, for the purpose of the same act, they also reduce the same years. 11 years requirement will be reduced to the 5 years for particularly above people only, above countries only. It's not applicable to all of them. And applicability will not entertain the tribal people. This act is not applicable to any tribal people. Tribal people who are stayed at Meghalaya, Shillong, and Tripura. So that's the people. It's not applicable to that people. And the cancellation of registration, there is also procedure for the OCA. If you are registered in the OCA, there is a fraudulently, if you are involved in this India and fraudulent document, then there is also cancellation for the OCA to this act. And this act is also against by the Assam Accord, and nearly 20 million of Bangladesh migrants in Assam. So this is not applicable to the particular that aspect. And another one is so it's a violation of the Article 14 and other from this. If you are implement, it is also damage for the principle of secularism in India. So that's why they are only priority only for the some of the communities. That's why it's a damage to the principle of the secularism in India. That is also opposed by the public in the Indian country. Not only in Indian, other countries, Muslim people, most of the Muslim people are also opposed this Act of 2000 amendment in this. Everybody opposed, not supposed. Not only entire country, other countries are also opposed, not support anyone. As a secular people, So, as a secular people. Finally, I understand it's a damage to the guardian of damage to the constitution system and others. That's why it's opposed by the public and other people. Thank you for all.